What's up, Ford family? I'm back on another video. Today I'm going to be doing another story time, but this story time isn't going to be, it's a sad story time. This story time is about the time that, my sister was murdered. It kind of took me a while to do this video, just because of still how fresh it is, and my comfortability with it is still like not really there. You could tell by the way like I'm stalling my words and stuff, because it's so hard now a year later to even talk about it. But I figured, like, you know what I mean, I think it's just best to talk about it, and maybe it will help me cope a little bit better, because I never really talked about it. Like, after it happened, I didn't really talk about it. So I figured I'd do a story time video and talk about it. And so for the people that don't know what happened, you're about to know now. So last year, 2018, February 22nd, I was sitting in my living room with my fiance. We were just chilling, watching movies and stuff. And I got a call. And someone told me, like, yeah, you know, your sister got shot, blah, blah, blah. At this point, I'm just in shock. I don't even know what to think. I'm just like, okay, is she all right? Like, is she okay? That's all I really care about at this point. Like, is she okay? You know what I mean? Because my fiance got shot before. My brother got shot before. So I really just wanted to know, like, was it a life or death situation? Like, is she okay? You know what I mean? So I'm just like, all right, is she okay? Is she okay? And they're like, well, we're going to call you back and let you know exactly what's going on. So I'm sitting by the phone waiting. I get another call that she's on life support, you know what I mean? And it's not really looking good, but she still has a chance, blah, blah, blah. And then the last call I got, they said that she had been gone. So at this point, I lost it. Like, I really just lost my whole entire mind, because I feel like I lost so many people, like so many, I'm not even just saying like friends, like, I mean close family, like grandparents, my dad when I was 2, now her cousins, like friends, you know, all type of people. But this right here, like, really hit home, like home. I just really couldn't believe it, for real. It just shocked me to the point where I just didn't believe it. Like, there's no way my sister's gone right now. Y'all's not telling me this. It's just not happening. So the story behind it is, like, my sister was a good getter. She always made money, like, ever since, like, before, like, when we were little. She always was a hustler. Like, she always went and got her money. She always worked for, as long as I remember, like, several different jobs. It didn't matter what it was. And it just so happened that, yeah, she just didn't care, like, about, like, she was one of the people. She was definitely flashy, but I just feel like that's not an excuse for what happened to her. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you should be able to be flashy with whatever you got. As long as you got it, as long as it's yours, you should be able to do whatever you want with it and not have to pay for it. Not have to pay for with your life for it. And that's exactly what happened to her. So, you know, she was working at a dollar store. That was one of her jobs. And it was income tax time. And she had got her income tax back. And I guess the girl that she was working with, they must have been talking about, you know, how much money they had amongst each other, or whatever the case may be. We still don't know the exact story of how the girl even knew she had all this money. But, yeah, my sister's Nana dropped her money off to her at her job, and, you know, she told her, like, tuck it in your sock, you know what I mean? Don't let nobody know you got this money, whatever the case may be. So, like I said, once she got back into her work that day, I don't know exactly, like, how the girl knew, if she just came out and told her, if she seen it, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to sit here and lie and make up stories and stuff because I never really got to the bottom of how the girl even found out about the money. But I was just thinking that maybe you were just being a regular co-worker and just talking amongst each other like, hey, how much you get for income tax? Oh, I got this much, girl. Oh, me too. Like, that's how people talk, like, because you're not expecting to get robbed for your own money. You feel what I'm saying? At least she didn't. But yeah, this girl found out how much money she had, and she must have been envious, had to have been, because the way she went about the situation, you was just jealous of my sister, period, point blank. So yeah, it's just that. But yeah, she found out how much money she had. And come to find out, her co-worker sent a message to somebody, one of her goons or whatever the fuck you want to call them, telling him like, this girl brought all this money to work. She really said $7,000, but it really wasn't $7,000. That's what she thought. So she really got played. It was only like $3,000. Like I said, it was income tax time. So she told the guy, yeah, this girl brought her this money to work, blah, blah. So basically, long story short, this girl, her co-worker who she trusted, you know what I mean, and worked around every day and just probably never thought that she would put her life in danger, did. She set her up. She had some guy come outside of my sister's work and wait for her to be done with work to walk home because she was living like right around the corner, like a block or two maybe up the street from where she worked. And so the girl basically just premeditated this. Like, she made sure she knew my sister was going to get off work. She made sure the guy was waiting for her and everything. So the guy catches a Uber or a Jitney, whatever one it was, and he tells the guy that's driving, like, yeah, I need to go get this money off of this girl at the dollar store. So the guy supposedly doesn't know anything. The only thing he knows is that he's taking somebody to get money. So they said that the driver pulled up and parked. He said to wait. And the guy that killed her got out of the car and like went pee on the side of the building or whatever he did. Came back to the car and he said, oh no, not the guy that killed her. The guy that killed her was still in the car. The guy that was driving got out the car, came back, and when he came back, he seen the guy that murdered my sister, like masked with a gun and stuff like that. I don't know what the conversation was that happened or anything like that in the car. All I know is the murderer told the driver to, drive when she comes out and make it seem like our car is broke down. So they made it seem like their car was broke down. They basically drove in front of my sister, stopped, and got out the car and just started like chasing her down and shooting at her. She only got hit one time, but that one bullet killed my sister. Like, it took her entire life. Meanwhile, she was planning on, planning a birthday party for my niece. My niece was turning 3 at the time. Yeah, she was planning on, having a birthday party for her. That's where she was on her way to get stuff for her, my niece's birthday party. She was about to move out of state. This wasn't even about to be an issue for her. But everything ended that day. All because somebody was so greedy and so envious and just, But they said when they shot her, because she was so little, she was way tinier than me. They said when the bullet hit her, it hit her in her hip. And it must have bounced at her heart or something like that and made her bleed out. And by the time the ambulance got there, it was just, her life was in danger, basically. So they couldn't bring her back. But every day, it's a struggle for me, especially thinking about my 2 nieces, because they're so young, and they're never again going to see their mom, like, ever. They might remember her a little bit, but they're never going to know, like, exactly how great their mom was and everything she put on the line for them, like, everything she did was for her babies, everything, like, as many jobs as she took on, it was always for her babies, like, and, I seen my sister, I seen her, but it wasn't, like, a lot, like how I see my other 2 sisters, because we live in the same town. But my sister, she lived in Pittsburgh, so that's like a while from here. So we really didn't see her much, except for like on special occasions. But when we did see her, when we did link up, it was always a good time. Even when we didn't see each other, we always talked on Facebook, on Messenger. You know what I mean? I always checked up on my nieces, and she always checked up on us. And I think the thing that hurt me the most is that my daughter was probably about 2-3 months old whenever she died, and she never even got to see her in person. Like, she always commented on her pictures on Facebook, like, yeah, I can't wait to meet my niece, and you know, but she never got a chance to come up here and just meet her. Like, I'll never forget, I was washing my baby up one night, and it was real late. It was like 12 o'clock. And I had been talking to my friend on FaceTime, and my friend, like, was staying down where she was working at. And she had been in the drive-thru, and she was like, guess who I'm with? And I'm like, who? And she turned the camera over, and it was my sister working. And she had started cussing me out, like, yeah, it's 12 o'clock at night. Why you just not washing my niece up? Because, like I said, my baby was young. But I had told her, like, yeah, we just got back from somebody's house, so I wanted to wash her up before I put her in bed and all this stuff. But I don't know. She just lit up the room. Like, anytime she was there, anytime she was anywhere, she lit up the room. She was definitely the life of the party. She did not play in the bullshit. You was not about to get one up on her. That's for sure. She was so photogenic, just like I am. I think that's where I get it from. You always could at least look forward to like 5 pictures on your timeline if you was her friend. And every day I still like just look for her pictures. I still be waiting on her pictures. And I'm definitely on her because I ended up with her ring. After my fiance proposed to me. Because I just told him I wanted to wear this ring until, you know, we actually got married. Once we get married, we'll exchange our rings, and I'll put this up for keepsakes, but I just wanted to wear it because I just feel like my sister's not going to be at my wedding, and it's only right to have a piece of her there with me, and that would be the rings I'm wearing. So, I thank y'all for bearing with me, on this story time. Like I said, like, comment, if you're new to my channel, subscribe. I'll be dropping more bangers soon. And I just want to thank y'all for the people that supported me. Thank you.